partnership initiative between the Swedish Council of Sweden to Mumbai and our partner organization Red Dot Foundation. We want to increase awareness about sustainable inclusive urbanism through this initiative during the Kalagora Festival. The initiative is both a photo exhibition, it's a panel discussion later this week, and it's a heritage walk. So in many ways we want to raise awareness and discuss how cities and urban settlements can become more conducive and inclusive. We do, it's a topic that's not only close to my heart and to Sweden, but it's also part of the global goals of sustainable development that United Nations has all nations have agreed to commit to pursuing these goals, including, of course, both India and Sweden. And what we see here today is one of those partnerships to try to attain those goals. At this photo exhibition that we're looking at today, we're looking at two types of inequalities in urban settings. We're looking at the socio-economic inequalities. These are very much represented by the Mumbai version of the photographer Johnny Miller's globally renowned Unequal Scenes project. You can look at the pictures here and see the very stark contrast between slum settlements and the more rich and affluent urban sections just being next to each other. It's a very, very clear picture of the stark inequalities that we can find in urban settings. Now, I do want to say around this issue, there is a lot of progress that's been made. The United Nations and the global community has been able, through between 1990 and 2016, the proportion of global urban population living in slums fell from 46 to 23%. So there is a lot that can be done, and this is encouraging. However, we still have 1 billion people living in slums, and this is a major urgent task to engage with. Two of the UN development goals are very committed to this particularly. It's the global goal number 10 about reducing inequalities, and it's the global goal number 11, which is about making cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. Just to mention a couple of the targets. So one target is by 2030 to ensure access for all to adequate, safe and affordable housing and basic services and upgrade slums. And by 2030 provide universal access to safe, inclusive and accessible green public spaces, particularly for women and children, older persons and persons with disabilities. This is one part of the inequalities we're looking at. The other part of inequality in cities we're looking at is inequalities of accessibility due to disabilities. Very much affecting, I think, our friends here today, who's very proud to see us join us. And this one, we have the photo exhibition, Accessibility, that feature portraits by photographer Sunil Thakkar and Marcus Marketic. Here we meet personal stories of Indians and Swedes living with disabilities, describing dreams, sorrows, joys, and also how they found solutions to cope with challenges and to live normal lives and overcome this inaccessible. I think they're heroic stories, and I know as a parent myself that it also involves enormous struggles and challenges and engagement of the parents to support his children. So these are something that we want to both present and hopefully engage in a discussion about. If we go back to the Sustainable Development Goals, there are...
And this which we have is questions, and the final which we final with, and the quarter which goes with it, and so it got it with last it. And the switch we have a cost with my life. It's good to space this is it's a bit New York land. It's a good American. It's a bit South Africa. It's a bit Antarctica. It's a bit Canada. It's because we see the celebration, the KGAF festival.
Thank you. I won't be very long. I just want to say that there are a number of goals to support persons with disabilities. There are 7 direct goals in the Sustainable Development Goals. There are 7 indirect goals, all there to make access for persons with disabilities easier so they can contribute to society and live normal lives and live in all about this is for helping people to live in dignity in various ways. I'm very happy that Sweden is a partner to this with our very key partner organization here in India, and we hope that we can create a conversation, a discussion to how we all can contribute to attain the goals that we've all set and committed to, so that people will live with dignity and urban landscapes will be more accessible. Thank you very much. Now,
my name is Elsa Marie De Silva and I'm the founder and CEO of Red Dot Foundation. I'm really thrilled to partner with the Consulate General of Sweden in Mumbai. Thank you, Anna. This exhibition is really important because it's about accessibility, it's about inclusive urbanism. And we don't really think about these things. Think about it. I'm a resident of Mumbai forever, and it's a city that is fascinating, but it's also a city which is a mega city of 20+ million population. We have our challenges, and by 2050, the year 2050, it's slated that 70% of all the world's population will be in urban centers. What that means for us is it's only going to get more crowded and it will put a strain on our resources. So through this exhibition, we want to first highlight the inequality that exists. And so when we develop our plans or we make our policies, when we create new infrastructure, are we leaving people behind? And second is to really think about people who are different from us and how do they navigate through this city that we love and cherish. But do we have the infrastructure for them to live an independent and a high quality life, which we all hope for? So whilst we have tried to showcase some of our fellow citizens with different abilities and how they have positive stories for themselves, but we can do something at our own end to make their lives much better. So let us be more mindful, thoughtful when creating policies, and let's demand that our city includes all and not leaves anyone behind. Thank you.
The Bombay is very nice, but the what traffic is worse. The traffic is stuck in the Bombay, and trees cut. Also monsoon, it cuts the tree out, and the monsoon is there. That the monsoon is cut the tree all in the Bombay, and the Bombay is very difficult to drive the car and bike and all the bus, all of the train, and the worst in Bombay is very difficult to drive the bike also in the Bombay, also in all the environment also in Bombay, and Bombay is very difficult to drive the car. Thank you.
Absolutely, we fully agree with you. With you.
His mother, Zarina, and since she was 3.5 years old, we came to know that she had autism. For the first time, we heard the name, and it was very difficult to accept at first, but slowly then acceptance came, and with acceptance we started venues to create a normal life for her, near normal life. She went to a special school for 15 years where she learned, and they found out what her abilities are. She's good in dancing, singing, she's got a full artistic trait, and computer she learnt on her own. Slowly she progressed into doing paintings, artwork, and did a graduation course through the school only in artwork. And even now she is working in an NGO, Home Creations Trust, where she is doing a lot of artwork, and her artwork is used for putting on bags, for trays, for coasters. She is very good in caricature artwork, and she amazes everyone with her beautiful ability to sing and dance, and she is a very happy-go-lucky girl, and she lives a near normal life. And inclusion is very important in today's world. Awareness will create it, especially with school children will know about this, then they will be the future generations who will be more progressive in acceptance, which is very important for these children. Thank you. Yeah.